welcome back to our Wednesday weekly training around the marketing. So this week we're going to talk about from overwhelming posts to overflooded leads for your marketing. And so in this training, we're going to talk about no more overwhelming and your leads will be exploded with marketing secret. Me and Jade we're going to share. And at the end of the training, if you feel that's something resonated with you, click below. We have a 15 minutes quick chat to just really understand your needs and your expectations. Happy to have a heart-to-heart chat. So let's get in. Hi Jade, do you want to say hi to everyone?
Yes, hi everyone. Again, our weekly live training. We have Pichu joining us today. And so for all of you, if you're not familiar, so every Wednesday we have a live free training, and this week it's about when you run your business, you will need leads, you will need to sell. So you will need to get your clients comes in constantly. So today we're sharing a marketing strategy that we had previously, as Yin shared. We were sending out so many posts, but there was no leads. But then we changed our strategy, and that's why now, literally last week, our LinkedIn exploded. So there were an explosion with leads. That's what we're sharing today. Back to Yin.
Thank you, Jade. Yes, so in this training, we wanted to talk about why getting your marketing done right is so important. From my years of experience coaching with coaches and consultants, with people that want to build coaching informational-based business online, or the entrepreneurs, from my experience, most people, they have their direction. Maybe they want to do relationship coaching, confidence coaching, peak performance coaching, even declutter coach, personal lifestyle coaching, meditation, all kind of coaching, and people find the right direction. But having a right direction is just not enough. And this is something I also experienced for years. Because after you find the right direction, you also need a very strategic planning around your marketing strategy, and also with the marketing execution that to follow through. From my years of experience, and you need to really understand yourself that you have a clear vision direction, and then finding if you are really good at the strategy and you're not good at the execution, maybe to find someone that really hands-on, get all your ideas, into reality in the 3D world. And if you are somebody really good at execution, definitely consulting, reach out to people, give you clarity around the strategy, which is, there's two resources in the world: the money and time. So if you don't want to running out of your time or running out of your money, you need to really invest in yourself and find somebody who knows a lot about strategy and help you with your business as well. Hi, Oli. Thank you for joining us. Next thing about marketing, I really love about marketing, as me and Jay, we huge passion for marketing. You can talk about your branding, you can talk about your marketing strategy, execution. So the right marketing, actually, you have so much less efforts to sell. For example, if you're looking at Apple or LV, very rare they have salespeople, they do door to door because their marketing was really clear. And so when you really work on marketing, some of the clients we work with us, and we help them with clear marketing strategy and marketing execution is so much fun, because people can see you, they can like you, they can trust you, they can you have a great visibility, and people want to work with you. So when your marketing is done really, really well, it's so much fun. And as you know, with our training, we talk about lots of different modalities around the Eastern philosophy, Western psychology, and around energy stuff as well. So marketing is kind of feminine energy, because marketing is really attracting your audience, attracting people that use your pictures, your words, your visual stuff, and to really getting people to see you and to getting to know you, the service that you're providing. So I have so much fun with marketing, always love to refining, work on execution, and also know your strengths, know what you're really good at. And if you don't do well with marketing, I think people that I work with, I feel like they didn't do well with marketing. They saw some people say, oh, you need to do an ebook. Then they spend a half day to do an ebook. Then they spend a half day to do a YouTube. They spend another half day to do LinkedIn, and maybe another 2 hours to do Instagram. So in marketing, you don't have to really master every single platforms. So with marketing, you really need to work on where is your audience that who love you, know you, like you, and are willing to invest in you. Where are they? And find that platform you feel resonant and comfortable with, and your rich audience is where it is, and have a platform to connecting with them. So that's my ideas and thoughts about marketing. In our advanced Awaken Entrepreneur training programs, we're going to show you about brainstorming games around your marketing strategies. So you can talk about different marketing strategies, write them on paper, use your imagination, and be realistic, and also be critical to your own marketing strategy. We're also going to share with you in section 1, we're going to share with you around organic marketing strategy with sustainability, also as a paid Facebook marketing as well. Section 2, we will talk about how do you actually build a profile on LinkedIn that have a leads explosion strategy. Last week, we executed our strategy. We had about 9 people just booked with us and happy to chat and wanting to know, willing to jump on the programs with us, was really worked really well. And the section 3, we're going to share with you around the event marketing strategy that really brings you profit, because over the years I've seen people using events, but they're really busy and they're not really doing business. And so events marketing, including online events and actual events. Myself, in the last 5 years, I've done around 250 different events in the past. So definitely going to share a lot around event marketing strategy, including your ticket strategy, execution, planning, pre-promotion, during the events and after promotion. So we're going to share the whole a lot in our Awaken Entrepreneur programs. And that's pretty much my side. So I want Jade to talk about a marketing side as well. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Ying. Thank you. Well summarized. And I'll start off with what she was talking about, as in marketing, as a business owner or as an online entrepreneur. I believe sooner or later you will experience the one of so much information about how to do marketing, and there were so many platforms to do marketing. It could be overwhelming. But I love what she was saying, and this is what we summarize from our business up to now. It's really like dating, but you need to be like the lady in dating. So you need to create that attraction. So our rule of thumb for doing marketing, it's really about attracting but not chasing clients. I mean, they are the old way, or many other people are still using it, which is, pursuing clients, chasing clients, which is more like the masculine side. But we believe in more the pull side, which is attracting clients to follow you, attracting clients naturally. Eventually, when they want to work with you, they will reach out to you. So that's one of the things: attract, not chase. That's the key message today. Secondly, one simple sentence is: you can't be a good coach with bad marketing, or you can't be a good entrepreneur with bad marketing. Reason being that there's 2 layers of it. Some of you can be really good at what you're doing, but when your marketing message is not good, it's not penetrating to the right people, people don't even get to experience your service, then there's never a chance for them to validate you or to value you or to pay you. So you need to have good marketing. The marketing strategy is one of the most important things to create, especially at the early stage of your business. And we all know that sales and having income coming in, it's your oxygen. If that died out, no matter how good you are, no matter how talented you are, it's gonna be such a struggle. So again, like I mentioned, I like to say this energy of push and pull. So same as clients and business providers or service providers, you can push them, you can tell them that you can cold call them, and you can go door to door, which is more like pushing them. Or there are also other people, me personally experienced in other programs, they use fear-based way to sell you. telling you that, did you know that 96% of the coaches fail within the first 3 years? If you don't join us, very likely you will fall into that category of people who fail. We have another Nathalie joining us. And also, hi Nathalie. And also, there are other ways that people use as push sales, but we more like to use the pull. Again, like I said, it's creating that attraction naturally. I'll just mute you. And how do we do that? It's just provoking positive emotions. It's provoking the positive possibilities, potentials, that promises that you can make to your clients, that once they work with you, within a month, we have this is a real case. One of our clients, within a month, she already acquired 2 clients of $7,000 each of $7,000. So that's $14,000 for her in a month. So that's positive emotions. So asking questions, adding values, creating and provoking positive experiences and images and messages and emotions. That's one of the biggest way that you can create what we call pull marketing. So people, they naturally want to listen to more, they naturally want to know more of what you do and how you help people. And thirdly, my third point is very simple. It's consistent and persistent. You may have heard of this, or you have heard of it many times. That's just very simple. No matter what platform you decided to be on, whether it's Facebook, whether it's LinkedIn, whether it's YouTube, like I personally have a YouTube channel station. I have 2 YouTube channels actually for the past 4 years. And if you decided to use that platform, it has to be consistent. If you decided to show up weekly, you better show up weekly, or on the contrary, if you show up once every 3 months and then for a week you show up every day, it's sending confusing signals. And people, when they want to find you, they click on your channel and see that you were not there posting video for the past 9 months. It's very unlikely they will follow your channel. Now, I know I dropped a little bit into the YouTube channel. YouTube is just, video is one of my passion to do marketing. That's what we're doing now. It's part of the video marketing as well. But yeah, what I was saying is just being consistent. It doesn't have to be very intensive, like sharing sending email every day, sending social media post every day. Not necessarily. As long as you find your own rhythm, as long as you're really creating good content with values that help people, you're sharing stories, you're sharing success stories from your clients, and you find your own rhythm to do that, and consistently doing that, persistently doing that, and people see you as predictable, people see you as they build trust with you, and they see you as trustworthy, and go along with the time, they will come and find you. On the flip side, what do you lose if you don't do your marketing right, or if you're not doing it at all? So when marketing is not done right, no one will see you or even pay you. You have no income and your business is not sustainable. Like what we shared in some previous trainings. If you haven't, you can go watch them. Oh, and as the link was shared below, we do have a free business activation training course that is only limited for a limited time. It's free of access. You need to send a PM to us on Facebook, and then we will send you the access code for it. Going back to what we're saying, is if you don't do it right, people can't see you and they can't find you and not long purchasing your service. And we all know that, or if you don't know this, it's good to know now, 60% to 70% of your time as the business owner, as someone offering service online, you want to focus on sales and marketing, because sales and marketing is literally what keeps the ball rolling, what keeps your game keep going. And there's a difference between sales and marketing. We always put them together, but there's a difference between sales and marketing. The actual sales only happens when you're on that sales call. And for us, it's we have different procedure that we nourish our clients. We do have a 15-minute chat, and we have some training course in between. And it's only if it's the right one, we invite you on a call. So that's the actual sales. But before sales, everything you do, it's marketing. Every message you send out, if they're in your group, if they're asking questions, every training you have done, every video So, and even some of the reach out message we send on LinkedIn, it's a connection request, but still marketing. So bear in mind, everything that you send before sales, it's still all about adding value, showing your unique selling point, showing why they want to work with you, showing the potential that people may get working with you so they can achieve what they wanted. It's all about the result that they want for themselves, for their business, for their life. So that's again clearly illustrated in in our advanced programs. But we do have different platforms that we're sharing. Everything we're sharing, it's what worked for us. Like I started at the beginning from this video, that it could be information overload. Me and Ying, we spend tens of thousands of dollars and joined other coaching programs and learned so many things, but not all of them worked for us. So we are only sharing what worked for us. And it's really simple and it doesn't have to overwhelm you. Every platform has their own algorithm. So figuring out every platform can take time. So we offered different tools that you can use on different platforms. Like I was saying, video is one of the things I like, and YouTube is one of the things that I use to organically generate my clients. So we do have YouTube marketing dummy guide, but I'm sharing about from a business point of view, how do you get leads from YouTube, but not just gathering views or likes on YouTube, which is quite different from a YouTuber, but you can still call yourself YouTuber. And we also have the secret of how we get referral marketing working for us that goes viral, that people just want to share, or if two people want to jump on board, what sort of benefits they can have instead of just one person. And also still nourishing and using email marketing. Nowadays, there are some saying that email marketing is not working. Not necessarily. We actually have really good email marketing open rate. We have 30 to 40% people still clicking our emails and reading our emails. And lastly, a very simple version of how can you use website to that's integrating with your marketing strategies. How do you use website that's helping your Facebook, that's helping your LinkedIn? So a very basic version. Our website, we only have 3 pages. Very simple. So it's not about how complicated and how beautiful your website is. I know a lot of people burned their cash with website. And also there's this component of SEO as well. It doesn't have to be that complicated. It's so easy for us, just 3 pages. And it's working perfectly fine for us. So that's every detail that we will share, of course, in the advanced program. And like we said from the beginning, if you feel like you do want to know more, and if you feel like some of the message we share is resonating with you, book a chat. It's down the link below. And I think Ying has a few questions that you want to share and ask you guys to see if you can get something out of it. You're muted, Ying.
Okay, now you guys can hear me?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah, so there are a few questions I like to ask yourself, or that the test that you can do to really improve your marketing. Some things that we use with our clients. We like you to write it down, through your marketing, your message, write it down. What are the six specific feelings that you want to give to your audience? We wanted to ask you, what are the 6 specific feelings that you wanted to trigger in your audience? What do they feel inspired? Do they feel fearful? Do they feel, sexy? Whatever that could be. And you wanted to write that 6 feelings. But in terms of that, you maybe find your friends, your potential audience, your clients, your paid, not paid clients, and you can ask them, says, for my videos, my articles, my free products, what exactly did you feel? Because we want to see how aligned between what is your marketing message sending out. Are they exactly receiving that message correctly? Because that's how we really understand, have you really sending your message out correctly, emotionally connecting with your audience? Because if you feel cheeky and they feel stupid, that's not gonna work, because you wanted to really, or you feel really serious about this, they feel like you're really narcissistic, that's not gonna work. You wanted to make sure that your feelings, your audience feelings is really aligned. What are you sending out is what they're really receiving. That's very important around feelings and emotions around the marketing. And the second question you could also ask yourself that what you really stand for. If you're looking at people doing marketing really well, they saying I'm stand for innovation, or I'm stand for inspiration, I'm stand for certain things. And you also ask your audience, what do you perceived me about my own characteristics? So you really want your audience really understand what you stand for, what is your value, is a way that using I would say questionnaire, or just simply ask your potential audience. And that's it. Thank you so much for joining our weekly live training. And if you're interested for more trainings, we talk about branding, we talk about content creation. In last session, we also talk about what else? Marketing. So if you're really interested with more trainings plus sales, yeah. Okay, wonderful. So maybe we ask a question, since we still got time, maybe we wanted to get some feedback or questions or the things that you learned from this session and shared with us.
Yes.
Can I do the audience?
Yes. See if you have you maybe one thing that you find it valuable, if you are happy to share.
I think your target demographic, and like, because obviously with marketing, you're gonna target one demographic, and then like really paying attention to what they care about.
Yeah.
And how that aligns with what you're trying to get across.
Great, thank you.
What's that? What business you got, Ali?
Oh, I'm just a student. I'm not in business yet.
So you think it's graphic, but if it's graphic, that works. That if that's like, for example, a restaurant. But if you run a business online, for example, job box, it doesn't really matter because that graphic is not going to be a massive factor for your business then.
I think he said demographic, is it?
Yeah,
demographic.
Demographic. So you mean like their age group or location or geographic? Demographic. Yeah.
So like if you had a restaurant and it's like really fine dining, you'd probably want to put it in like high profile magazines, you know?
Yeah.
Like, not like, I don't know, on a billboard or whatever.
One of the very good point. Thank you, Ollie. One of the example that we use why marketing is so important to be consistent and persistent and align with your brand. When we look at McDonald's, it's not that they make the best burger, but you know that they are always there, and their logo and their brand is very consistent. Keep going up. So you don't need to have the best service, but your marketing needs to be very consistent.
Yeah. Okay.
Awesome. Anyone else have anything to share or questions to ask?
Yes, the consistency in marketing, I got to know today from this discussion. That's really very important in business development. So consistency and persistence. So it's a very valuable point for me as a person who's venturing into owning a business of myself. So that's a very valid and important point for me to take note of. And that's thanks, Jade, for sharing that valuable suggestions for a person like me who's trying to get a foothold in entrepreneurship.
You're welcome.
Thank you. What about Natalie?
Natalie's a bit shy. Or if you want to type, you can type.
Hello, Sarah. Yeah, I'm just joining a bit late, so that haven't heard the whole section. But I really appreciate it that you mentioned marketing is like 70% of the business. I think it's really important, and I just want to have a question, like if because now, say if you have a product that really have a high competitive, so what is the best way that you can advertise or make your marketing a bit better, because your competitor can be spending a lot of money on marketing, and if you are just a startup, what is the best source out there that we can use?
What's your product?
I'm just thinking of a startup business, but my product would be related to dairies, and there's already a lot of established dairy business out there.
Yeah.
So
I think, Natalie, because our business, West Grad Education, we can allow entrepreneur. Our programs is specifically with very good marketing towards people that with information. So we very specifically work with coach, with consultant, with people with information, wanted to build a business online with their knowledge based. So in terms of products, I don't think me or Jade, I don't know Jade, myself, definitely not the best person to talk to you about actual dairy products, because I never really had experience actually worked with people with the actual product.
I do have a few points to share. Thank you, Ing, and Natalie. And we were just being honest because we have more experiences with more in the information-based service. But from the marketing point of view, there's one thing called unique selling point. So in terms of dairy product, you want to stand out to be very different. So one of the ways to stand out, especially when you're small, it's things that's out of the ordinary. So for example, other people use cows on their dairy products. You can use a purple cow, or something that would strike them is very different. You're not just saying we have beautiful milky milk or white milk, if that makes sense. Another thing is what we use in our service is help our client to find out the actual proof from actual success from their clients. So what people have experienced, that's the good side of having your service or products. That's another way to stand out, like ordinary people, maybe just standing in front of their home and sharing how they enjoyed the milk. Instead of the big corporates, they may share how big their farm is, all those type of things. Does that make sense to you, Madeleine?
yeah, sounds really good. Thank you for that. Yep.
You're welcome. Yeah, awesome. That's great. I think that's everything we want to share today.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for coming. I'll see you next Wednesday.
Yes, every Wednesday we're sharing more. So see you next Wednesday. Bye, everyone.
Thanks,
Bye.
guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.